Let's do this. All right. Are you ready? All right. Nerd Z, is you ready?
I am ready.
Del Pesh, is you ready?
I gotta stay ready, so I don't have to get ready.
Okay. In a world where a certain community goes out in the winter to check the groundhogs to see if there's winters and snow, but if it was a group of black people, it would be OBR witchcraft. This is your event. I'm your host, Jay Hunterville. We got the Nerd Z here.
I can't stand you. Wow, that's crazy.
We got Del Pesh.
But you know, it'll be sadly be true though. Like, no, like they'll be like, oh, what are those?
What are they doing over there?
What are you doing over there?
A bunch of colored folk deciding to,
How dare you?
what it is. They said they look at the animals to see if they can.
Yes, we do look at animals. Thank you very much.
I mean, this, it makes sense why they don't like so much. They don't like snakes.
That's so funny.
That's okay.
So
funny.
in the world, all right. In the world, should I do another in the world? I'll do another in the world because it's February 2nd.
Yeah.
And we'll double down on the in the world. In a world where
Yeah.
the U.S. Donald Trump,
Not
the
Trump.
orange man,
Not the orange man.
Don Trumpito,
Dang.
said, you know what? I'm joking. I'm not serious. I'm so serious about the tariffs. Canada and everybody's looking at them like this.
Power cut. Them want the voltage weak. Malik, popping, gun spend.
This is the vent. You already know what it is. We had to turn up a little bit. You know what it is. It is Jay Hunterville. We got Nerdsy.
Whoy! Who? Step out! Whoy! Hey!
What you thought we were gonna just gonna let you slide? They're gonna let you slide?
Like, yo.
Oh, you want to tear us off? Lock off the light, them. That's just, you know what I mean?
And we just want to make sure that everyone's aware. We're not talking about terrorists.
No,
We're talking about tariffs.
Just to
Tariffs.
be very clear.
Tariffs.
Facts.
You know what's crazy? Allegedly, 45% of people don't know what that means.
I know.
No, they don't.
They don't even know how it's applied.
They don't
Why
even-
it even matters.
Shout out 24/7 Hustler. They did the clip on Wheel of Hip Hop, and now I kind of understand it. Still don't, but I kind of understand it. So let's wish
Are we throwing it back to our beautiful, lovely
Nelly Furtado.
Ooh,
I just wanted to get to the chorus.
sounds of Canada?
Don't turn off the lights.
Turn off the
Yo.
lights. Hey man, they said to us, they're like, we dare you. We double dog dare you. Turn off the lights. Listen, don't dare us.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yo.
Don't dare us.
So today has just been the first day of the tariffitos.
The application of the passing of the bill.
Yes.
Yeah,
and honestly, there's a lot of situations like
Right.
25% off on a bunch of things. I don't know what that beeping is, but we'll figure that out. But I don't know what the beeping is, but it's all good.
that's the power.
Oh, whoops.
Oh.
It's the power, maybe. Well, I took that out. We'll see how that goes. We'll figure it out.
This is feeling like when you can tell when it's a black household because the fire alarm goes off.
goes
Yeah.
off.
Or the change of battery. Yeah, that was
Why,
giving that.
why does he do this to us?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It
I
was
changed
giving
my
that.
batteries. I made sure I change it. So
Yo.
today was a day. A lot of things happened last night.
Right.
I don't know if you know basketball. Luka Doncic got traded to the Lakers.
Oh, I heard.
Oh,
There was
night.
such big whoopla
Yeah.
where I was last night. It was definitely
A late night.
Oh my gosh, it was a late night, and all I heard for one moment in the night was the scuffle and the
Of
loud
what?
talking
Yep.
of, yo, do you know who got traded? Yo, did you see it? Yo. I was like, listen,
So wait, why is it like a big deal?
seems like it's a big deal.
It's a
I
big
don't
deal.
know.
It's a big
I don't
deal
know
because
why.
it doesn't make no sense. That
Yeah.
trade right now, I think it's deeper than basketball. And
Probably the politics.
I don't know what to say about it, but I'll let the real NBA basketball players speak on that.
It's
Yes.
deep. It's deeper.
Yeah, I'll stick to the what I somewhat know.
Yes, for all the basketball fans, please write in the comments why this trade was such a big deal.
Yeah, like
I was too busy watching Royal Rumble last night. To be
Oh
honest.
That was
yes, I
yesterday.
heard that about. Yeah, listen, yesterday was there was
Last
a lot
night,
of things happening.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I heard that somebody was actually away from the party and parked themselves in front of the TV
Royal
just to make sure they
Rumble
could watch it.
was
That's
amazing
like
last night.
when I mean, and they came out. They said "woo" at,
Yo.
at the time.
Yeah.
Yo.
Finished. They were lit, and I
Really?
was like,
Yo,
"There's a lot going on last night. A lot.
Royal Rumble was amazing.
where was I?
Trust me,
a
I
lot
was
of-
sitting down.
Yeah, that's first of all.
Royal Rumble was last night. I watched it with my godson, and it was a jolly old time watching the younger kids. Like they know, like man, the way with research and stuff, they know more stuff than we do. To be honest, when it comes to like a lot of things, like they sit there and they learn. Like they're devoted, and now they have the internet to tell them what they need.
True. Yes.
That's it.
That's really it. Like
More time don't even have to spell it. You just tell it. Can you tell me the time? Like, and that's it.
we had to
It's recording, yeah.
Yeah.
we had to research back in the day. Like,
Or wait for a book.
You actually had to know
yo,
your facts.
I'm gonna go on a semi rant.
That's so funny.
No shout out to the person who I was trying to borrow a book from our lovely TPL,
Oh.
Toronto Public Library,
Yeah, yeah.
and a couple of idiots were just holding on to the ebook that I wanted to read.
Oh, true. I know what you're talking about.
People are just holding on to it, and I'm like, okay, I'd like to read this book. After I read the Juicy J Chronicles, you guys should check that out. But I'm refreshing. I'm like, okay, it should take it 2 days at most. Nah, it took 2 weeks
No.
and some change. It got
They have it on
available.
hold.
Yeah, it got.
Cloud Library.
I'm Caribbean stuttering. It was available Friday, so after that, I was just like, okay, I get to finally borrow the book. But it only gave me 2 days to make a decision. So I have to really be like, yo, like
Get the book or not.
get the book or not, right? So no shout out to you guys. Hold on
That's
the
so
book.
funny.
Read faster.
Yeah. I like the audiobooks because I have it playing in the playlist.
As you say that, I am so upset
Oh no.
about Spotify and their audiobooks options. Do you know
They have a
say
lot.
you have they have a great selection. But did you know you can only be capped 15 hours?
Yeah.
What?
And the book is like 24 hours.
Like, what are we doing here? I spend my money.
That is funny. That
Give
is
me
true.
my money. Like, what are we doing?
That is true.
I
What?
spent my money and you're capping me at 15 hours of audiobook listening hours.
But that's not enough time.
it's not.
It's not.
And that's 15 per day or
15 for the month.
For the month.
what?
I know, 30 whole days.
What?
30 whole days. 15
And they locked
hours.
it on. And they locked and the internet.
Wait. Let me be fair.
Like-
is this for like the paid version of Spotify?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
this is
I'm-
premium
that's what I
price.
said.
Yeah.
Give me my money. I paid.
But I understand because they're not gonna give you that just like that. I understand it.
But I
but you
mean-
could only read like short books,
But I mean, no,
basically
like you might as well do picture books.
short stories.
Because
For
even
real.
if what's the point?
Because even at one point, you know what I did? I thought I found a loophole because I found the PDF on books, and then I put it in another one to see if they could read it out loud. Nope.
I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing. Yeah, that's
Nope.
actually.
They locked onto that. They said, nope, you can't do that. You think
Trust
you're
me.
smart? It's like, go and buy the book. Okay.
Honestly,
Wow.
I was very upset.
15
Very
hours
upset.
for a month.
For a month,
You know
30 whole days before I could actually listen to another book.
You know what makes it worse?
What's that?
Even if you buy the book on those things, you don't own the book.
Yeah, I get it.
You don't own the book.
I get that.
This whole streaming service, and like you buy an album, do you really own the album?
But that's what I mean. Like
the
I'm
one thing-
streaming
I mean,
it.
you don't
like
really own the album.
I'm paying, so it's to stream. Like this is not a rent.
We
Like-
didn't say buy.
Like you know,
We didn't say own the car. We said lease
like
or rent.
that's what I'm saying. Like you could get the book right back. Where
Unfortunately.
am I gonna go with it?
Yeah.
Like,
Speaking of a rent, Blockbuster is back,
ooh,
I don't know that. I don't know anything about that.
but it's now more of like a nightclub thing.
ooh,
Yeah, it's a weird.
a reboot,
It's a reboot, but not really.
but not really.
No.
Interesting.
It's just
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like,
Right?
I don't get that part.
Honestly, there's a few concepts and few businesses I would love them to be back again. You know, and even like shows that I wish could be back again.
Yo.
That would be so good.
That part.
Like Electric Circus, Canadian,
Yeah.
and was sick. What? The 90s were bumping.
Listen,
Like-
Rap City, just bring that back.
Oh my.
Yo,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
is Cyber 6 Canadian?
it's,
Because if Cyber 6 is Canadian,
Honestly,
I think it's a Canadian studio.
I believe it is.
I believe it
and
is,
that
yeah.
was a good one.
Cyber
that was
6,
a good one.
Saturday night
Oh,
was the best downtown. For some reason, that pocket,
gosh.
Cyber 6 and For Better or For Worse, that was a time.
Yo,
that
so
pocket
good.
right there.
So good. So
But
good.
Let's go back to the tariffs.
Or even Hot or Not. But you know what? Yeah.
Ready
you're
or
right.
not?
You're right.
Ready or
Ready or
not?
Not was
Is
good
Ready or
too.
not?
Ready or
Student
Not.
bodies.
Yes.
That's
yes.
a very yeah.
Yes, they were good too. But yes, the
we're,
tariffs.
we're
the
getting
tariffs, yes.
old.
Sorry.
So Trump, we thought it was a bluff. No, it's not a bluff.
Trump has been showing us nothing's a bluff. He said, "Let me yoink that from you, and let me show you I can put it back."
The whole of January, he's been like,
Yeah,
he's been wigging out.
he's been
like,
showing his powers
Right.
for sure.
His reasoning was basically, it's because us Canadians are bringing in too much immigrants and
Pause.
fentanyl.
He is saying us,
Yeah.
Canada,
But-
are
allegedly.
bringing too many immigrants
Right.
to the States.
It's allegedly. This
So-
is alleged.
I remember reading an article one time where
That is crazy.
there's around 20,000 people that the border can't keep track of.
Right.
20,000.
20,000, yeah.
And we are to blame.
And yeah.
So we have, according to him, we need to strengthen our borders,
Okay.
reinforce our borders, I guess build a wall.
How does that,
that-
how does that make sense? When somebody's coming from Canada to the States, it's the American border that are questioning you.
I don't know.
When
But-
you return to Canada, it's Canadian
That's questioning you,
border
right.
that is questioning you. So if these people are getting into the American side, it's your staff that seem to be letting them in.
You know what?
I mean, okay, from what I'm referring to, they would like start out here, and then they'll go to a certain province, and then kind of just
jump over.
look to the left, look to the right, and just jump and wave.
I don't know how.
But
I don't
again,
know.
that's not our problem. That's the Americans.
Allegedly, there's people that have been doing it from sea. You see what I'm saying? So I can't really.
From yo, I had to
From sea to shining
can't really
sea.
see, you know?
I had to
So-
think of that second. I was like,
So
yes.
that's something they have to hug. But
That's not a us
that's
problem.
not a us problem.
That isn't.
So
now take it slow. You seen the pictures of LCBO?
Why?
now,
What happened?
exactly. Let's break this down.
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna get there. So from the 25% tax, right?
Wait, 25? Whoa,
25 is it
pause.
25%?
Is it
25%
25%?
tariff?
Okay.
Tariff, yeah.
Right?
On,
Today, this morning.
Right. On alcohol.
This is how Canada responded. No. This is
no.
how Canada responded. They said, you know, we're gonna match that 25% on your side too. And you know what? You want to? Oh, you say you're bad. You're bad. Eh? You say you're bad. Eh? All right. Everybody's waiting for us to respond. They're talking about the impact in the
Yo,
seafood
why do
industry.
I feel like this is a reboot of Kendrick and Drake, but in politics?
but
Then they say, yeah. You think you're bad? Trump goes on social media. You know, Mexican president thinks tariffs are unlikely today, but you know, man, they're just talking and you know whatever, and then kind of say, you know, 25% and all American liquor come off of the shelves.
and it happened like
Hey
immediately.
boy, lock off the liquor. They're done.
For American liquor?
Yes.
Over here?
American liquor. You
But why
are out of
would-
here. You want me to start breaking down American liquor? That's just gonna be
There's
done.
a lot.
Tito's handmade vodka. Move from here, Tito's.
Ooh.
Bullet bourbon.
Ooh.
Bullet your way out of here.
Hold on. Tito's?
Yes.
Yo, all the island people love Tito's,
Amen.
though.
Tito's handmade vodka. Gwe.
That's
Oh
gonna be
my
on,
American.
gosh.
it's gonna be on pause.
Country. Texas. Move from yourself.
Okay.
Jack Daniels.
Oh, that
Gwe.
hurt me. Oh no.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, that
What?
one kind of.
Tennessee.
So,
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Ooh, the honey.
Maker's Mark
Ooh.
bourbon.
God.
Gwe. Fireball. Go
Maker's
fireball.
bourbon.
Fireball. Go
Fireball too.
Smeared off.
Yo, the island people are
Yo.
upset. You're upsetting Canada right now. Oh my
Smirnoff.
gosh. Okay, Smirnoff we can live without. Sorry. That gives you a headache. Like
Jim Beam, go ahead. Basil Hayden, Kentucky Straight. I don't know that one. Woodford Reserve, Kentucky. Sky Vodka, go ahead.
really?
Rum Chata,
And
go
that
ahead.
is the top shelf. Sky is the top shelf for the clubs.
New Amsterdam, go on. Knobs
Pause
Creek,
that, because this connects to the rest.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Buffalo Trace, Screwball,
Okay.
Pickwizzy, Evan Williams. I'm trying to find names I don't know. New Amsterdam,
No,
obviously.
say the names that we do know.
Jack Daniels, the names I know of.
Ew.
I don't know about Hennessy. I think Hennessy out of here. Platinum, Smirnoff, obviously.
Oh,
Let
yeah.
me see.
I think, is Hennessy American? Somebody has to Google that. Is Hennessy
That's a
American?
good question.
Cutwater.
Yeah, I keep hearing about this Cutwater. I'm not familiar with that one, but I keep hearing about it.
Wait. Let's take it slow. You took a deep breathe on that. Why?
That's American. Allegedly
Suppose
to this.
it's like a big deal.
Allegedly to this thing, I heard it's allegedly to this website. I could be wrong on a bunch of these because they might have like a Canadian sector to this. But I believe Jack Daniels has to be American.
Yeah, because that's
it says
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
It's Coors.
That's Canadian, no?
Coors
I know
Light.
about Blues Canadian.
Yeah. That's
Molson's also Canadian.
Molson's
Molson,
Canadian.
yeah.
I've heard those
Miller's
names.
also Canadian.
I've heard those names in so long.
I swear Coors is Canadian.
Yeah, the
Just like
mountains.
Canadian.
Bud Light is American?
Bud Light's American.
That's definitely American. Yeah.
I wouldn't know because I don't drink like that.
Wait,
But-
this is LCBO so far. What about the beer stores?
Oh, the beer
Or the
store-
wine rack.
or the wine racks?
They
yeah.
said anything American. Lock that.
Just take it off.
Take it off the shelves. So all you Canadian people that are making your liquors, right now is your time.
no.
so
Now's the time to like
funny.
shine.
Right now is your time to capitalize. Because I don't know how long these tariffs are going to be, but
Henny is from France.
Ah.
Or they say the headquarters is from France.
Okay.
Why is Henny? Oh yeah, it's not sold in the US actually.
so Hennessy's French.
Yes.
So are we pronouncing it wrong?
Hennessy. No, I'm joking.
I don't know. Like I just
Ah,
Hennessy.
And
that's
yo,
Hennessy.
I don't know. Are we pronouncing it wrong?
how do you pronounce that?
No, actually, Canada does really sell it. Yeah. Canada sells it, especially the white.
So
Hennessy White.
yeah. So
Oh,
basically,
Hennessy White is the stuff, man. If you
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
get your
I have-
hands
I
on
have- I
Hennessy
have-
White,
I have a bottle.
oh
I have a
my
bottle.
gosh. Everyone who knows, we know.
Now,
Here's some. I could give you guys some baked goods and all these things that the
Are
alternatives.
American. Okay, so
alternatives.
I mean, the biggest thing about all of this is like, why should we care as Canadians, and why does it matter, and how does this impact us, right? Like, as we're sitting here and we're like, there was that little skit that I had sent you guys where the guy was like dashing things on the ground.
no
and he's
Heinz
like,
Franks.
he was like, not Heinz Franks, and what's the other one? There was another like brand, but he was talking about like Canadian, and then he even said the things that have Canada,
American names.
yeah, American names
are basically Canadian.
are basically Canadian.
New York fries is Canadian.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy. Why would we do that to ourselves?
I don't
Right.
know.
Did we think that was like a selling point?
Did it work?
That's
I don't know.
crazy.
Is New York fries still going on?
that's what I'm saying.
New York
I'm
fries
trying-
it's still a staple, but it's
Really?
like, yeah, it is. It's still a staple. It is. But it's just the fact that like anything that says a American name is most likely Canadian. Wild. And then started listing all the food products and stuff like that you could have that's Canadian branding. Now, yeah,
So-
why does it matter?
Let me ask. I'm going to read you some stuff that are alternatives. Canadian alternatives.
Facts.
Wow.
And if you guys know these, let us know in the comments.
Are
And
you
if you
guys-
do eat them and buy them without having this tariff situation happen, definitely comment below.
This is going to be funny. Are you guys able to change this? Kraft. From Kraft to
Yeah.
Saputo, Black Diamond, or Armstrong dairy cheese.
Oh, Black Diamond, I do that already.
Yeah,
yes.
I already do. Yeah, I don't
that's
touch
not
craft.
a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't touch craft. No,
Yeah.
I don't touch craft like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Philadelphia cream cheese to Laxina or Stelle or Agripor.
Okay, that one.
Stelle, I know
I
Stelle
don't-
already.
You got me
All
there.
right, this is just
Yeah.
dairy. Instead of Yoplait, try Astro Olympic or Liberté.
I do Astro, I do
Liberté's fire.
Liberté. Yeah.
Instead of Coke, Pepsi, Canada Dry is American, Canadian.
Canada Dry, yes.
I know it says Canada
Yes,
Dry,
because
but
remember they had that whole thing with Fuse.
Okay.
Yes,
All
I
right.
do remember this.
PC Cola and Great Value.
Because Schweppes is American.
That's Canadian.
Which one? Say again.
PC Cola and Great Value drink soda.
I mean, Great Value to me, honestly, is better. It hits better than PC still.
Okay. Instead of Tropicana, Oasis Sunripe.
Oh yeah, Oasis and Sunripe. Yes.
Yeah.
I already do that. Yes.
Instead of Gatorade or Powerade, BioSteel.
Okay, yeah,
I don't
know
even drink
what-
it. Period.
BioSteel's kind of rough.
Coconut water's better.
I don't drink it.
Coconut water's better.
I don't know how Canadian Tim Horton is anymore because, never mind. Starbucks bottled drinks to second cup. Y'all going to second cup?
Honestly,
If you can find them, I don't mean to
Actually,
disrespect like that, but like
there is. It depends on where you go. There's some second cups where you're like, okay, for sure, this is great. But then others, you're like, what is this trash? Like,
no, it's very random.
it's it's hit or miss.
Instead of Lay's, Old Dutch.
Oh, ooh.
Honestly,
oh, no, that's Lay's, though.
honestly, Old Dutch, she ain't bad.
The Old Dutch,
She
the
ain't
Old
bad.
Dutch Doritos.
Especially if you get the Halloween special and you get the box with the little bag.
I'm not gonna lie.
bad.
The Old Dutch,
They hit. They hit.
the Old Dutch Dorito chips is kind of hard
They
still.
hit.
Lay's
still.
though. Oh no.
They hit.
Ooh.
They hit. Lay's is nice, but Lay's is kind of paper thin these days.
Oh no.
It's not giving potato. It's giving air.
What is quick rant? Yo, every time I open a Lay's bag, for some reason the light blue one, the light salt one, that one's like decently filled, as it should be. But
Originals are travesty.
the other ones are like half full.
It's because of the oil.
No, let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something.
Yo,
Let me tell you something.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
It's the weight of the
You
oil.
you know who's diabolical? Doritos.
Facts.
Doritos has always
Those are
been
facts.
diabolical with the bag. They've been diabolical.
Like you just open it and you're like, what?
How you have so much air in the
So
damn
much.
Doritos
So
and you still have crush up chips? Help me understand this. Help me understand it. You don't have no triangles. Well, you do have a triangle
That's so
when it's a crush up, but like, how?
No,
Yo,
no triangle.
bro, this
That's funny.
I feel like it just gets rough because it's like instead of Kellogg's cereal, try Nature's Path,
I have that.
Barbara's, and some Quakers.
Yep.
Instead of
Yeah.
Nabisco's, go Vortman, Dare, and Leclerc. Vortman. Oh, Vortman's not bad.
What is the name?
Vortman. It's the one with the ginger snap cookies. The ginger
Oh,
snaps.
okay.
They have the. You'll see. It's like.
Is that with the maid looking icon
I think
as
it
the
has
logo?
one. The cookies come in one big sleeve.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yes. Jeez. Man.
Lady fingers are in that brand.
That's a good
Milano.
question.
Milano. Yo, ladies finger. Yo, first off, I think this is conspiracy in lady fingers. Lady fingers used to be like 60 cents and 50 cents back in the day.
Bruh.
Right? Yeah.
Now it's like $1.75 and they're not even soft.
Bruh.
They're not even soft, bro.
They really.
When you open a lady finger, bro, when you open the lady fingers,
When is
And
the
they're
last time
all
it's been
stuck to each
soft?
as soon as the air hits
my
that, it's
gosh.
dry up.
No, yeah. Something, yeah. For some reason, you open it and it just, yeah.
Yo, bro,
It
you have
cocoons.
to eat it the same day or the same hour.
It never used to be like that. No.
Now
Wait
it's
a
share
minute.
pack.
Wait,
It's a
everyone
share
slow
pack.
down.
Everyone has
Everyone's-
to eat it together.
Everyone slow down a second. I don't remember the last time I touched a soft one.
You don't remember the last time you
No.
touched a soft?
Yo,
No.
I don't
Lady
touch
finger?
it. Yo, bro,
I had to
from
be
the
in middle
time-
school or something. I'm not even
Really?
joking. Like,
Wow.
When I realized you had to make a time of the day, set a time to eat lady fingers and finish the tray without get it dry up.
Open the thing.
I can't buy it
before.
again. Can't buy it again. Sometimes I used to grab the lady. Now, when I grab the lady fingers, when I felt for it, I grab it, just do it like a one, and I push my thumb, and my thumb doesn't like make a dent. I'm not buying this. Move from here. Not even the S cookies, and the S cookies were fire too. They're dry up.
yo, they never been. How
No.
long?
That is
Wow.
They're close to Popeye's biscuits right now. They're struggling, brother. And sisters.
Church's biscuits is better still.
I
But I'm
think
not gonna
churches
lie.
altogether is better. But anyways,
Dare's cookies are kind of fire. Dare's they have the maple cookie.
oh yeah.
And the peanut butter, the pirate
yeah.
peanut butter one.
Oh yeah.
So they're saying mean and processed food. Try instead of Oscar Mayer, Maple Leaf. Whew,
Okay.
that's close.
I mean,
Maple Leaf is pretty good. They're really good.
that
I don't touch
was-
Oscar Mayer or anything.
No man, me neither.
No.
No, bad man, don't do no Oscar Mayer wiener. Win.
Oh, because,
Whoops. Wait. Sorry. Hold on. but no wiener. Why? Anyway, what else? It just gets rough.
It's not rough. I mean, like if you've already been
Schneider's. That's
eating the things that have been Canadian products from the beginning. It's not rough. It's not a hard transition. You're just like, okay, I'm in support of Canadians. That's it. Yeah.
Until the day you want
Doritos,
mac and cheese, and then
Kraft.
you look at it, just like you can't get Kraft.
I mean, Kraft is not the same.
Well, they do say it's
Honestly,
Canadian.
It's
somewhat.
not even the noodles. It's the cheese itself. That's really the only part that I care for.
Right, and even then,
The powdered cheese that I know is fake and artificial.
it used to taste better. It doesn't.
I got some questions. Is Christie Canadian?
Christie's
like Oreos, Chips Ahoy. Because if that's not Canadian, I'm gonna be hurt.
I swear it's not.
Okay. Because I'm looking at a lot of stuff. Pillsbury instead of Pillsbury, Robin Hood. Yo, 5 Roses. Compliments.
Oh,
Pillsbury.
actually, compliments is too sweet for me.
The only thing that's saving us right
They
now.
don't understand
Who
sugar.
touches Pillsbury in 2025?
Yeah, that's
They
true.
don't understand sugar.
They don't know what they're doing. Over there.
Like
They don't know what
things
they're
are so
doing.
sweet. I had a cookie the other day, the macadamia nut. Sorry.
Yo, the only saving grace we have right now, even though they're very cultural appropriative, is President's Choice. It's President's Choice. We slap them up and say, yo, but now they're saving us. Because they basically have everything. President's Choice, PC Cola, PC cookies, PC mac and cheese. It's going to taste different.
I bet you whoever was in the board meeting, they said, finally, they understand.
Now we can raise it even more for no excuses.
They're like,
no. Oh
they
no.
see why we did what we did.
Yo, bro, instead of Eggo waffles, try Nature's Path.
A lot of things are going to be President Choice because President's Choice actually does provide a good array of like food options.
Instead of Folgers, coffee, try Nabob and Kicking Horse.
Oh, Nabob's good.
Those are
I actually have
expensive.
some.
That's a pricey one, man.
It is.
Kicking Horse?
It is.
That's
It is.
Yeah.
But I mean, do we have? You have to think of it. Do we have?
Folgers money? No, sorry.
Folgers
The
in
best
your
part
cup.
of waking up.
Folgers in your cup. Yes. I was gonna say we don't have coffee beans near us. It's not close to our borders.
Nope, it's imported.
Yeah. So
On the backs of
right.
Yeah, let me stop.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know what's so funny? I remember I used to watch the commercials like, now with fresh roasted Arabica beans. I'm like, ooh, Arabica. Where is Arabica? What is Arabica? Is it? I'm not even saying it right. Aracaba? Arabica beans?
Arcade.
Like, I don't know where. Okay, that's cool. And then there's what else is here? Instead of Nestle, try International's Delight. Okay, creamers, International's Delight is fire.
It is.
That French vanilla creamer is
That is true.
goat. The only reason I didn't go to caramel and all these other places because I know what's gonna happen. It's addictive.
You know what? Let me.
I don't drink
check.
coffee without that. No, for
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
I don't drink coffee without that anymore.
Really?
Only if I'm going to Timmy's.
Really?
But that creamer is rude.
Yeah,
And
it's really good.
Instead of Lipton, Red Rose and Tetley.
Tetley.
Some products Canadian made. Lipton, I don't want to put no Lipton.
Wait, I swear Tetley's British though. No?
Well, I mean, that's still us. It's still,
Yeah.
you know,
The technicality, everybody. Yes, the technicality, yo.
Right.
instead of Dove, some soaps, try Live Clean.
Oh, why not?
Live Clean not clean and tough, man. You need some bleach and
I use black soap. So,
But at the end of the day, how do you guys feel about hearing that they might lock off the light over there?
Lock off the light.
so
Yeah, they said, "Yo, we're gonna turn off your power because we control some of the power, and we give you guys free trade. So we have some of your power, so they can lock off parts of New York, Minnesota. You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? I'm watching the TikToks, and some Americans were like, "Do it." In a way, like, yo, I dare you to do it. But some people are like, do it because we need to show that this guy's an idiot.
right.
Best part about it, these people are down south, they're not up north. I never heard anybody from up north say that like this is a good thing.
This is a good. So far in the TikTok,
They're like, yo, we're gonna lock out the power, ban down sounds like do it, and then people in New York are just like, bro, it is the winter time.
It's so yeah. Oh.
It is the winter time.
Yes.
No power during the winter. Super Bowl is next week.
Oh,
Imagine
okay.
just trying to lock it off during Super Bowl.
Yo, and that's
When
the
everybody's
theory.
watching.
That's the theory floating around right now. When Super Bowl, all of a sudden it just goes.
Halftime show. Must have on the.
That would suck for Kendrick. Ooh, that would be. Oh,
No. It's Kendrick. They're fine. They're gonna perform.
Right.
New York can't watch it.
It's just people from New York can watch it. Minnesota.
And those places get cold, you know.
Wait, just to go back a little bit, like, for restaurants that purchase alcohol, that means you can't. That's it.
Yeah, you can't serve that.
Can't serve it?
All Canadian.
All Canadian products.
Only Canadian products only in your restaurant.
Can I get me some Jack Daniels? We don't have Jack Daniels. We
Yeah.
have
I mean, do we really need whiskey like that?
that bugs me. It's
It's
like
whiskey. It's whiskey though.
it's gonna hurt because
Tennessee whiskey though.
it's like going to places
Created
and
by a black guy too.
It's rough.
Yes.
It's because it's like
You know what I'm saying? On Black History Month too. Yes. Oh no! This is happening on Black History Month.
you know what I mean?
Oh man!
You know what makes it worse? Because this like the biggest thing that reminds me of is like people don't want you to buy or they can't. It's like going to a place and you ask for Coke products and they only have Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
So can I get Coke? We only have Pepsi.
Some people get offended about that. They're like,
Fine. You know what I mean?
no, people get really like tight about that.
Can I get a Nesty? I mean Fuse. No, we got
Right,
Brisk. We have
that's true.
Brisk.
The Fuse,
Brisk.
Yeah,
At one point, Brisk tasted better.
it did.
Brisk.
It did.
At
Brisk-
one point, like
Especially when you put some ice with it. Yes, it did.
Brisk tastes better when it had the claymation commercials.
that's wow. Oh wait a minute, you're taking it back.
And Nesty tastes better when they had the plunge commercials.
Mm.
Wendy's was better when it was yellow.
I'm crying.
That's yo.
When it was the yellow background instead of the red one. That's when
Think about that, yeah, 'cause
yellow
now-
was like
Now
a
I gotta
delicacy.
really look at it.
Yeah, that was the old logo back in the day.
Wendy's with a yellow.
Yeah, that's when you didn't have Wendy's all over the place like it did before.
Now to go in the future a little bit now. The power shut off thing. So Trudeau just goes, yeah, it's time, and then just right.
Some people are just gonna be like, yo,
Okay.
a lot of people are gonna turn into Sean Paul. Just give me the light.
That's so funny.
Yo.
So funny.
Unfortunately, but I don't think it's gonna be that deep.
I
It'd be
think it's gonna
interesting.
that
I
deep.
no, I think
I wish-
yeah.
You think so?
No, that
Yeah.
not
You think they're gonna lock off the light?
Oh,
no
How long will
Yes.
the lights will be off?
because you have to think
until
of it.
Trump like knocks it off,
Okay, so
which is never.
remember how the
We
real
are
question
freezing.
is, how is the light sourced?
Yes, it's on our end.
Right. And then how do we produce and generate it?
No, we have our generators or whatever. It just goes to the States.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I mean. So like if we choose to turn off a block, we can do so. If we want to
Yeah.
turn off a grid, we can.
Yeah.
That's yours.
And they're done.
Right?
And then everything pile. It's the after effects that's gonna rough. He's like, I
That's
hope you
the
have your
part.
generators. I hope you have your generators.
You know? And I think that's the biggest concern.
But here's the thing.
I mean,
But then the other part is like, do we want to start war?
like, well, that's the thing. Like,
The best thing about it too is for Trump. The one thing I noticed with Trump in this situation is like, I feel like I'm having a bunch of nostalgic throwback commercials. Remember that Robax commercial with the brown wooden statue that's on its back and
Yeah,
had the
yeah.
pins in it?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So he wants everybody down like that.
Okay.
Right? Open your third eye, guys. I wish I had some third eye music. I need to find some third eye music, but he wants everybody down. But as he pulls more pins, he's not pulling more pins to benefit you. He's pulling more pins to add new pins. So,
Oh, like, okay. Yo,
So-
that's
Not replacing.
but as he pulls a pin,
Okay.
depending on what pin he pulls, some people have a reaction, some people don't. Just like
Right.
in the commercial, when the guy gets a pin, he gets up more and more and more.
Right.
right.
So he pulled one pin when it was like, I'm freezing the EBT, all the
Yo, in the first 30 days of January, he did some like,
and everybody was like, "Hey, no!"
Right,
Why put this
TikTok.
on?" And they said, "All right, put it back." Okay, let's do this now.
What is any federal grants and loans? He did that, and then the judge said, "Oh, hold on, slow down,
Pump the brakes, sir.
so, judge."
But you know
the
what?
judge- yeah, chill out.
Maybe this is a good thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I be very honest with you guys? When I hate the fact that ICE is just running crazy out there, and sending everybody back, all that stuff, and they're doing all the stuff. Like people are just like illegal immigrants. They're running, they're hiding, whatever. And now, the backfire part is, no one can pick their farm, fruits and stuff spoil. Hotels, no one is gonna clean their hotels because they don't have no people. Constructions, houses are not being built.
Right.
Look how it backfires now. Because now
I
you
mean-
now you say there's work for Americans, but
See, you know,
you have to pay taxes.
Yes.
now.
No cash job anymore.
Yes. But I was going to say one of the biggest reasons why this may be a good thing is because America wants to stay away from globalization, right? Which is globalization essentially is when other people and other nations are able to interact and do like fair trade or like exchange, importing, and all these other things instead of it just being from wherever the country is, right? As we've noticed, we've had an increase of exported labor,
Right.
exported products, all these things coming in instead of it being generated in-house. And that has been the biggest issue. And all of that is due to globalization. So America, being that they want to be great again, they were one of the best known industrial powerhouses because they did everything in home.
That was in the 70s, 80s, though. But,
Right.
But Reagan, aka the most evil person, he shipped them all.
But isn't that also the time when they had high taxes too?
A lot of what was going on in the 80s.
You know what I think it is?
A lot was going on in the 80s. The whole.
I think it's deeper than that. Hear me out on this. Let me give you the third eye. So, you guys take out all the immigrants,
Yes.
right? They want Americans to go back to work.
Yes.
The problem is with these companies, if you want these Americans to go back, they're not gonna want the rate that the immigrants got. And under that, because they're Americans, because Americans are saying you guys are stealing our jobs, right?
Right.
So now they're there and they realize how much they get paid for the jobs. And I'm like, no, I want. And then the companies are like, we were never paying taxes. We just picked them up and paid them cash because I don't want to pay taxes.
Right.
So now you got to go back to paying taxes. You got to go back to the top dollar because people need a way to make their money to live.
Right.
And you know what makes it worse? The only time that I remember that they never had to pay taxes and just bring people in was slavery.
Wow.
But okay, I'm also
Wow.
under a different understanding, especially for the States. And of course, please correct me if I'm wrong, but taxes aren't bad.
If they're used the right way.
Yes.
That's the whole
And on top
distribution.
of it, yeah, like it's the distribution part and the fact that it gets written off. Like every time you pay more into taxes, say you make 100,000, your tax rate is like 10%. You pay your 10,000, right? Off your 100,000. If you paid 20,000 instead of 10, which is expected of you on your 100,000, you're going to get more than 10,000 back.
But
Right.
certain greed, certain people don't want to pay taxes.
That's the part. Like, but it comes back to you. It comes back.
It does.
That's the part.
But these people don't care.
Like-
So let's just see how this goes in like the
That's
next 6
crazy.
months. I want to see how this looks in the next 6 months.
Honestly, I think they're going to do well.
You know what it is?
Do you
Because-
think the states are gonna do?
I think they're going to do well.
I don't think
They've been there before. And as we already know,
I mean,
history repeats itself.
I don't think it repeats, but it rhymes.
It repeats itself.
I don't know.
Because they once upon a time were in the state before. And they are just repeating it again.
I don't think so.
The only part that's new for us as Canadians is higher tariffs.
All I'm
Right.
gonna say is Canadians, guys.
I mean,
I think history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes.
Mm.
So it's similar. So just because there's people like Pierre Polyev saying the same thing, don't think it's the exact. You guys need to do your research. Just because one liberal person is a bad person, it doesn't mean the whole group is.
That's the
And please remember, we are not like the states. We don't have a president, and he just picks and chooses as he pleases for the voice of the people.
Yeah, but
We have cabinets.
You don't have a tech person
Cabinets.
funding a president and then getting stuff passed on to.
Yeah.
That's a whole
Lobby
nother
groups.
like.
You
Yeah.
guys, the election is like
Although
right
we do,
there.
though.
The election is right there, guys. Let's just be informed, please.
Yes.
Just because one person was bad, don't just flip to the next side because you don't know that guy.
Remember when I linked in the group, right? According to the Star, he didn't get a security clearance, and this is and you brought it up
I've
first.
been saying this.
Who didn't get security clearance?
Pierre.
Mr. PP.
Oh,
Wow. So just keep that in mind.
ew.
When you
Why
guys-
didn't he get clearance?
But he's saying everything that Trump's saying, just a little bit differently.
In
Right.
what regard?
Just basically, you know,
I'll get the immigrants out.
get the
and
government make
remove
Canada
the carbon tax and.
Okay, so he's basically aligning with
Trump.
Trump.
Right.
How does that now?
He's also saying not to fight back Trump.
See,
Okay,
Yo,
and
that-
the removing of
Allegedly,
stuff.
this is an alleged podcast.
Okay, so again, how does this affect us? That's what I'm really trying to get to the point. Like, for the people who don't know, and I know how we love to kiki, but like, why is this important?
For me, I'm just saying that guy can't be trusted.
Paul Polivier, yeah, cool,
Right.
Can't be trusted.
but like, even though he can't be trusted, why?
I'm pretty sure he can. Like, he'll do the classic thing where he'll just strip services. And be like, as soon as he's elected, he'll be like, "All right, I'm going to privatize this.
Yeah,
Strip this.
that's the one biggest
No
thing.
more funding of this. No more
They're,
funding of
they're already
social
trying to
anything."
take the funding from public schools, and that's kind of wild to me. That's very wild to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Very wild.
I mean, they've been taking it away for quite some time.
I
though.
know, but
That's why so
Yo,
many
bro.
schools have shut down. Just so we know,
our
we're
old,
aware,
our old high schools like kind
right?
of done.
Literally,
so.
all the schools that I have attended do not exist today. But yes,
how many times have you
Yo,
know?
that's
A lot of people don't realize, bro.
they don't exist. None of our schools exist.
School is
Our
important.
schools
you
don't
know.
exist.
wow.
They don't.
Maybe
None of them.
No, mine still does.
Yours does. Ours does. They do not.
I'm trying
DB
to go.
Hood
Yeah.
does not exist.
Done.
It's French immersion. Fairbank Middle School does not exist. It's an elementary school now.
Oh yeah.
No,
they
they're
kinda-
there, but they just condensed. Like,
Briar
it's-
Hill, shut down now condos.
That's rude.
Yeah,
Vaughn Road Academy does
It's
not
been
exist.
gone,
It's
yeah.
been gone. All of our schools are gone.
By the way, VR.
Arlington too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because in that area, for those, this is a very Toronto, but Oakwood's really the only one in that area.
Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
They're trying to do it like how North Ontario works. So if you know how North Ontario school system is, especially for the public school, they operate in a bus system.
Oh, that's very state. Well,
Yeah, so that's primarily the reason. So they try to apply the same across the board and streamline the way that public schooling is across the board. So most schools in the north as well as in the south, you have to take a bus to get to it. Now we're in the city, they're just trying to do the same thing.
which
I
is
felt like-
dumb because you have TTs.
I felt like back in the day, like you just had to learn to take the bus. You just have to learn to take the school
public
bus.
yeah.
Just take the bus. Learn
Yeah.
how to take the TTC. That's why you have childfare.
But no,
Take the TTC.
they want to put your kid on a yellow bus.
We'll see how that goes.
That's wild though.
But
Wow.
yes, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
but
that's all good. Like you're on it too.
Yeah, like a lot of.
I would just say, guys, just do your research, please.
yeah.
I know the time is limited right now, but do your research. And
Why this impacts you?
This
Why
is the
this
thing with
bothers you?
same. It just jumps to the other side.
Yeah.
So Ford out of nowhere is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna call it election. I'm just gonna call it, and people are like, yo, you don't have
Veto? Like who?
no
Ford?
Doug Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's gonna call it an election. What, the 27th of this month?
because he can.
Can he?
Can he? I don't know.
Does he have the right? Like, does he have the power like that?
Yo, if for those in the city, if you go around, you already see the Ontario,
Yeah.
elections yellow sign, yellow and black.
I'm just ready to leave work early to vote.
What?
Wait,
what is
am
his
I even
title
allowed
again?
to vote? Is it for the Ontario or is it for just?
Ontario,
He's
the
Ontario.
province.
Yeah, he's for Ontario.
Yeah, he just
Because Mayor Olivia Chow is just for Toronto.
yeah, he just called it and just said, yeah, let's get this cracking.
What's his role again? What's his title?
I keep mixing up.
He's not the premier. He's not the mayor. He is the.
This is
Research, guys. Research.
People are watching and it's like
research is very important, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. We got just read your books.
He would be
No,
considered
premier.
a general.
No, he's premier.
in the
Yeah,
States.
because Trudeau's prime minister, so he's
Yes.
premier. Yeah.
He's premier.
Yeah.
Okay, he is the premier.
I always go.
Right? I was like, what is he again? He's the premier of Ontario,
Right. Yeah. But
but he resides in Toronto or
Etobicoke.
Etobicoke.
Ooh.
Yes, GTA.
Well,
GTA thing, no rock star.
Very
But
interesting. Imagine if we had a premier who was not in the city.
I mean, it happens all the time.
I
That
mean,
would be,
maybe.
No. When's the last time we had a premier who was not in
I swear
Toronto?
Kathleen wasn't from.
Kathleen Wynne?
Yeah. I don't think she was from Toronto like that or GTA really. We're gonna double check that.
Let me just give you guys. Right now is the Grammys, so I'm just gonna say certain things. Like this is out of the blue. Before the next topic, Beyonce won the best country album.
Oh, she did finally.
Shout out,
She won country?
yeah. Shout
Don't
out,
do that to my girl.
Shout out to Doechii. She won the Alligator Bites Never Heal.
I'm upset.
Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, wins the best music video. It also won the best rap performance. Won the best rap song.
No, she lived in Toronto.
Not Like Us.
Really?
Don Valley.
Wow. Okay. Excuse me. Wow.
Yeah. So Kendrick Lamar has officially just won 3 Grammys off of a diss track, while Drake is in Australia, unfortunately.
Why'd you have to call Drake for that? Why couldn't we just congratulate Kendrick? Why did
I'm congratulating him, but I'm just saying it's a rough time right now. It's a very rough time I feel sorry for him, man. It's a rough time. It's a rough situation.
This is gonna be
very
controversial for me. I don't know about music video of the year though.
Oh, I haven't even watched music videos for a while. I can't lie.
I could have sworn there were better
Ones?
music videos. Yeah. I don't.
Vibes Cartel needs to win a Grammy, I hope. So now we can have a real King of the Dance Hall
What
discussion.
would he be? International?
It's for best reggae album. Reggae album. But
Oh, they threw him in reggae out the category.
with like nominees like Collie Buds and some other people.
You know what? I'm actually shocked. I am shocked that, or maybe we will hear about it later, that no one is out there with posters and saying, "How dare you continue to have the Grammys and not think about the citizens of LA?"
They're gonna do it.
Oh, I see what you.
They're gonna do it. Don't even.
Like I said, that comment that was left on our socials.
Sorry, guys. I'm seeing a truck drive by.
That was
It's probably just like the snow stuff.
That was like the snow.
Okay.
Okay. But like the comment that was left on our pages, LA 2.0. They're not really.
Play with us like that.
They're not focused on that right now. They're focused on rebuilding. The Olympics is what 2028.
That might be the move.
So
Now,
See, this is why I know for sure. I feel like this is why America needs this. They need to retract so they can pay attention to what's happening in their backyard.
no, if it, high key feels like they're being attacked from the inside,
That's how I feel.
like some like self,
Like low key, they're just like things are just
like the fires,
giving Fight Club.
in a way, yeah, like the fires, the airplanes.
So sorry, guys. Can someone just check to see if the car's okay?
Oh, that's it.
Because it's flashing and still they're not gone.
They're not.
you sure that's not just the snow plow, guys?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they're just shoveling the snow on the bank. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
My little heart attack.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
But nah, this I know.
let's just
Because that's a lot. Because if all of these little if this is a civil war that's happening in the States.
But remember the drone thing? That was the whole thing too.
The drone thing or the plane thing?
No, so
drone plane thing.
no,
The
no,
helicopter
but
plane thing?
no, because remember there was the drone incident,
Right.
and then the planes,
yeah.
the fires,
Yeah.
North Carolina,
Yeah.
it's
It's like one thing after another.
Yeah, look at all the plane accidents that happen.
Yeah.
right, like
It just has not been a good 30 days.
One
In
was,
America.
One was clearly preventable.
Yeah.
But he's just like, one of the discussions, he just segued away. He's like, it's these people that are issue. It's like, no, brother, you cut the cost on things. And now instead of having 2 people watching the air, you have 1 person watching the air.
Yes.
And that is hard. That is a hard job. You guys are micromanaging, seeing if you guys could cut costs and look now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
That's interesting. Is this the approach that Elon took, and now we're seeing it in real time?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I swear Elon's Canadian.
You know what? Listen, no.
He's a Canadian South African, really.
He's a South African who supposedly was allegedly in America, okay? And he's Canadian. The man was actually, his projects, especially being that I used to live in that town, was Timmins.
Oh.
And the fact that the mines were scooping up mineral for, I think it was nickel and something else, for the batteries that they were trying to do for all the cars. And they literally were mining there. Now, from what I heard, because, I know people there, they're like, oh, the mine stopped. The jobs are no longer there anymore because they stopped looking for it. I think it was nickel and cobalt that they were trying to use and find it there. And it was like heavily sourced in that space. So it's like all these jobs are now gone. Elon has picked up and took whatever resources he want, and he's finished, and he said, whatever. And it's like, so right now, Elon, he's not in my good books right now. I'm just saying.
All right.
How you come dig up the place and then just leave?
That's how it go. That's what people do all the time in this world. But that's unfortunate. All right, I'll switch the topic to on a lighter or heavier note.
Wow.
What an oxymoron.
Plus size influencer Dank says Lyft driver refused service due to her weight. So there's a video of this rapper, Dank Demos, going
Dank Demos?
Yes. I hope I'm saying it right. But she
goes
to the Lyft driver and, sees the car as like a Honda Accord, like, like a Honda or whatever it was. Like, look a small car. Civic. And the man says, man sees her, looks at her and says, you can't fit in my Lyft. You can't fit. He had to cancel the ride. You know what I mean?
He didn't even start the conversation like that. He's like, I can't take you.
Yeah. And she's like, people always take me. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I just can't help. I can't take you. The man was really being passive aggressive. I can't take you. And she's just like, I'm
on these cars all the time.
Yeah. She's like, my friend drives this car. He's like, yeah.
He didn't want to say what he wanted to say.
Yeah. And you could see it. Like, and he's just like, let me just cancel the ride for you. And she's like, sir.
Wow.
Like, and what I mean, this is I think is like at least 10-minute video. The back and forth. Why didn't you just cancel it from the first time you saw her?
I thought
that's that sounds worse though. Like,
you know what?
No, so you pull up and you see the person, you're like,
no, just cancel.
No. From 2 blocks away, you just see, is that the person?
Yeah. Just cancel it one time.
But that's the thing. I experienced that before.
And just,
that's the thing. I experienced that before. I've seen it before where someone has an Uber and I know he saw me and my cousin, and it's just me and my cousin and me and him and our other little cousin. We're like, 2 6-foot black dudes.
Right.
He drove by. And we saw it. The Uber is telling us he's going by. He drove by. Slows down. Keeps going. Uber canceled. I laughed because I'm just like, oh, racism at its finest.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like he probably said, oh, no, 2 black folk, they're all coming in this Uber? Nah, I can't do that. I don't have enough space or, but listen.
Yeah. It was the comment. He said, you need to order an XL.
The XL.
XL Lyft. That's what it was. I remember.
That's what it was. Order an XL.
And that's why she had defended and said, I've been in this car before.
And she's filing a lawsuit. She's filing a lawsuit.
And for big money, eh? Listen.
So filing a lawsuit against Uber?
Yeah.
No, Lyft.
To Lyft.
I think it's like, what, 300 mil or something?
It's a crazy amount.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
It's a crazy amount.
Oh, that bus
allegedly.
That bus.
Yeah.
Hold on. That just
the whiplash.
That just strained me. Hold on.
I know.
Hold on. What? What's the amount?
Yeah, like basically about 300 mil. I know it's 100 something mil.
I'm gonna say this, guys.
out of
For
court
sure.
settlement,
I don't
maybe a
know.
hot 100,000.
I don't know
Keep
how
it
it is in
pushing.
the States,
No,
but
she's gonna get that.
You think
She's gonna
she's
get it.
not getting?
You have to
100?
remember, she has to shoot high because in the States they take
yeah,
that
you
money
aim high and you
off.
go down.
Yeah.
That's why you hear these.
And they
high
be taking
and
the
they go
money
down.
off your listen.
But
Yeah,
I'll
I
say,
don't-
Pain and suffering. That's what it's called.
let me
100 million allegedly.
let me.
I don't.
This is how I see it, as a person just watching this. I don't know how it is in the States, but in Canada, there's 3 things I know about working. You have the right to know, you have the right to participate, and you have the right to refuse unsafe work. Now,
That's true. That is true.
if I know my car, I know my car. This is not a company car. This is my car.
This is true.
Right,
This
yeah.
is true.
This is my car.
This is true.
And someone comes into my car with weapons or whatever,
Yep.
I have the right to refuse due to the safety of my car, because you can mash up my car.
Mm-hmm.
This is the little money. This is not my career. This might be the little money I'm trying to make to feed my family. Because this same
Right.
car is gonna get me where I need to go.
Right.
So if I refuse this, I have the right to refuse it. Sometimes, yes, it's gonna be a racial thing, and it's unfortunately sometimes it's for other reasons. You can't get mad at that person for something like this, because Lyft, I feel like the company Lyft should be like, all right, can your car hold this much? If it can't, that's gonna be that's a sticky one.
See,
Actually,
Yo,
but the thing
can-
is, no,
can
but you
your
want to
co-
know why it's
Yo.
not so sticky is because there are rules that are already in place, and there are frameworks that already are in place that work with situations like this, i.e. planes. If you are a certain weight, they say you must purchase 2 seats.
now planes are different for me. This is how I feel about cars. It's individuals,
Yes.
right? But for planes, I stand with the plus size people, big and tall. I stand for them. I truly believe for planes, it hurts. It breaks my heart when I see them come, like, 'cause on the plane, when they come with the belt extender,
The belt extender.
because it can't wrap around, so they have the other one that clips onto that belt and wraps it. It breaks my heart. Some people could say, well, that's that person's problem. They should know. No. It still breaks my heart to see. So I think, because you guys are already taking away carry-ons, at least if you're on a flight, I should be comfy in the damn seats.
I mean,
You guys, tin sardine in the seats for high expensive. You guys can't tell me why these tickets are so high. These tickets are high. High.
I mean,
it was the.
Bro.
You guys can't tell me why.
Bro.
There's many reasons why it's high.
I don't give a hoot. You know what they need to do personally?
You have to.
I'm gonna say this. There's some of these planes, because I've been on planes like regular at one point. The 3-seater plane on the one side and the 3 seats on the way, cut off one and divide the space for 2 seats.
Okay, I mean,
But then
Give
that's taking up up.
I don't care.
yo, but
Because we
Occupancy.
need space. We need space. We need space to move. Like, we need space.
Yeah, but then okay, see, I hear you. I hear you. However, to make sure that all the expenses for a plane to continue to move and its operating points, how much is that going to cost? Because once you start reducing the number of seats available in a plane, you're going to also see the price of the plane tickets go up.
Less casualties. And
I mean,
You're right, but
and-
there's more
I mean,
fly time.
but for
Yo,
me, it's comfortability.
that was crazy.
I
you know
hear
what's-
you,
Because personally,
but that's
I don't
going to
like
cost
that.
you.
That was
I don't
crazy.
like that. 'Cause I don't-
Convenience is a cost.
they're not looking for comfort. They're not looking for safety of people.
But that's what I mean.
You
That's-
might as well, if that's how they're going, you might as well just turn the place. Well, they already called the planes some of the planes buses. You might as well have standing people
That
holding
is
the rod as the
crazy.
plane's flying. You might as well.
Wait, I have to go back in time. Take away the seats so there's less casualties. It's insane. I know what you mean, but like
No, I'm not saying it.
when
in-
when that plane hits that hard rock, water or land, like it don't matter. Like it just
No, but I'm not even thinking that. only like I feel like you can
I
make
don't
it
know.
safe.
Yo.
I feel like you can make it safer, more
That was
comfortable.
crazy.
Like it just doesn't make no sense. Why, yo,
The
bro?
comfort is for the first class
Yo,
or
that-
business class.
Why?
I was a little sleepy. That woke me up. I don't know why.
No, but why?
Remove the seats.
No,
I'm
but
like,
why remove the seats? Because yo, personally, why do I have so little space? Yo, bro, I'm sitting here, seats right here, unless I paid for more,
Right.
or the safety seat.
Or maybe it's also weight distribution too.
Come on, man.
I mean that is a
We don't know the
aerodynamic.
Yeah, we don't know the aerodynamics as to why they have it situated like that.
I'll say I understand it for money. That's exactly
Yeah,
what they-
money is definitely it, but like obviously there's also design that's also important.
I mean, okay.
I still say it's money.
Like
I'll still say it's money.
You got to deal with that. You got to deal with people freaking out. You got to deal with
Yeah.
people. That clip of the guy when they were landing and the guy just bust open the door and
that
everyone's just like and the guy's
What
just
the
casually
hell?
looking beside the guy like this, just looking at his face, and he's the one to open the door on this side. He's just looking at his face. And you have to, it's just too much stuff you have to deal with.
Listen
Like,
to me.
it's-
I just
the
don't like
airports
it.
are very stressful, guys and gals.
And maybe it's also for contact. Like the reason why the seats aren't larger is because then the flight attendants have to reach over more.
No,
That is,
I'm not
wow.
going with that.
Scottie Pippen hands.
I'm not flying with that. I'm not flying because listen to me. I feel like there's more dangers having it so close to each other.
Okay.
Because, yo, bro, the amount of times I'm looking and where the flight attendants have to go with their tray is so tight. And some people need to go to the washroom that way. The tray's coming this way. And they can't get past each other because I feel like that's a safety hazard. And say, what if that person needs to use the bathroom real bad?
I mean, the whole plane gonna stink because they're gonna go on right in the hallway.
And I feel like that's biochemical. That's a
It
terroristic
is.
threat.
It's a wow.
Funny. That is so funny.
Wow.
I don't think that's okay.
Okay. I
They
hear
should
you.
have
I
it in
hear
a
you.
way where safety is two people should get in and out of these places
freely. right?
freely.
Like I said, that's an engineering thing because now they gotta build a plane a little wider
Yes. That is an
to accommodate.
engineering
Yeah,
thing.
to accommodate
Yeah.
for two.
I think it's the best way. Yo, bro.
If you have money,
But that's what I'm saying. I feel
No,
like
no.
you,
Oh, it's
you
not
have
play-
the, it's like if we reduce the amount of available seats in a plane, right? That's one. Make the aisles wider so two people can walk by each other.
So basically,
right?
if it's 3 and 3, just
yeah. At this point, it's like two.
So
One side.
it's these
Middle open.
the reason why they are taxing us on those planes. There's no doubt about it.
Facts. But like planes these days, it's very expensive to actually like fuel, for example, is expensive, right? Aren't we having a whole issue about fuel costs and like whether you're able to purchase engine oil and all these things? Like there's a whole issue right now with that, right?
Call me high.
Eh.
But just like how we had solar power calculators and stuff like that, don't you think eventually we should have solar power wings when we're flying, like,
that
hybrid?
sounds amazing.
We can't even
But
have
I will-
lasting. No.
It is just
No. Because really, you saying that sounds great, right? We have solar panels on houses. Right now, nobody can afford those things. A panel itself is like about $4,000, okay? Just to have on your roof. One. But then on top of it, right now, we have vehicles that exist that are solar powered. And you know what's happening right now?
because they're taxing.
They're blowing up.
That's wow, jeez. I didn't think you'd say that. I think,
That's part of the reason. And you want to have a whole plane?
jeez. I don't know if we should be flying like that. Like I know we did it. Like people are taking
just-
flights right now, right? But like,
Well, I would say
don't know.
reduce the seats on flights, just for the simple fact that bro, I feel like people can have blood restriction issues just by sitting in those seats.
Okay, we also have to recognize
I think it's more air pressure though.
us as a civilization, we have gained weight.
That's like I
Okay.
said.
When these planes were designed and made, they also had in mind that we were
I
not
am
the weight
not-
that we were.
I will refuse to go for that.
Really?
I refuse.
We are like one of the
Yo.
biggest civilizations at this very point in time.
In time.
There's
like,
an airline right now. I'm not gonna say their name.
okay.
Yo, brand new planes.
Okay.
Bro, those planes are vagabonds. They're just enough for you to sit in.
That's terrifying. Wait.
Literally, I don't even know how to explain it. They're vagabonds, no padding, nothing.
Okay.
And they made it just enough. It's pinch. But it's just enough for a lot of people to get on that plane.
So like a Caribbean plane.
Come on.
That's wow.
Come on.
The ones where you feel the
Oh,
turbulence.
those ones.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. Turbulence is rough. Turbulence was rough on that plane. Turbulence wake you up out of your sleep. Because I remember and the woman beside me was praying to her God. Praying to her God. And you know some people are on the plane praying to their God, and I'm watching. I'm there like Samuel Jackson and
That's
Miss
how they
Marvel.
got
Hey
the
man,
design, yo.
pray to your God.
That's
We
how
need
they got the design.
all the gods.
They said, look at these people. They still flying. They still flying.
Yo, bro.
Now to go back to
Just risk it to go back home. Can you imagine if it was like a bus and the man just
But again, that goes back to like people are willing to still pay for the bare minimum.
that's
That's the reason.
That's
I wonder if will I live to see the day that they will have stand-up seats on planes like TTC and
Don't do that.
Don't.
someone's holding on.
Don't do that.
that is.
That's wild.
Now people have to be strapped in like a
That is wild.
No, but like
I don't. Nah, you can't just stand. No,
I think in the world we live in, they don't care if you strap in. Or, like
See,
they're gonna be like TTC. TTC's not strapped in.
Now-
you gotta just deal with anything that happens.
Yo.
TTC is also driving at a lot slower a lot slower pace than the actual like
For
street.
now.
some drivers.
asking.
Some drivers.
But okay, that
Some of them
speaks
are
more so
modded, like-
on the people. That speaks more on the people and the science. How many people are actually learning how to keep up with the actual aircraft at the design at what our forefathers were providing?
I don't know.
You know, are we actually providing the stuff that our forefathers were actually providing, and at the level, at the amount of care, at the, you know, or are we sitting here saying we want convenience? We don't care for other people's experiences. We don't care for your safety or my safety. We just want to get it done. So if a whole generation of us are not actually living to the way that our forefathers were giving us and actually gave it ish, how can we produce and expect any of this stuff?
I don't know.
Like, you're asking for a lot.
I still believe that we can do this.
Okay.
somehow. We just have to figure it out.
Okay.
Well, you have to get.
So
through
that
the
means
fact-
we got to pay money.
But you know what's the funny thing? You're gonna have to open the books. And
Pay
then
the
when you
money.
open the books and then you start realizing, what? They're taxing us on Biscoff cookies? You only give us one kick. What? This little one cookie Biscoff? What? Are
Like,
you mad?
that's-
But we also have to remember too, like a lot of the like Biscoff was that something that existed. Did cookies exist like that at a time? And how
Right.
much were the packages of a bag of cookies at that time too? You were probably getting 6. You were probably like Mrs. Fields back in the day.
No, I didn't eat Mrs. Fields. I wasn't.
But
that
I'm
rich.
just saying,
I
like you have to
wasn't that
remember,
rich. I know my
milk used to
place.
come in a glass bottle,
Glass.
and you were getting it by the cart. How much was that at the time to what it is now?
Let me ask you guys a random question because I'm trying to wrap it up. But I remember, like, just based off our safety and health and safety, have you ever been on a bus and it did like a sudden stop?
I
Like a
mean,
hard stop.
Yes.
yo, like I said, my body was like in a.
Wasn't that the fear of your life? What was it? Empty or full?
It was kind of like
Both. I've experienced it more than once.
Let's say like after 4 traffic, so kind of like
It was full.
yeah, full.
I remember I had one at 1 because someone decided to cross jaywalk in front of the bus. And for some reason, it reminded me of like a Spider-Man movie when he's running, like he's going through the bus. Because I didn't even get to sit down. I think I didn't even get to grab the bar. I remember it just stopped in a, like, dum, 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 running down the front.
Yo.
Grabbed the bar and the whole body's holding onto the, I'm like, Lord.
And that's what 60.
Has people dropped on the bus? I didn't see anybody drop
I
when that
have.
happened to me. I only seen people just grab onto the bar.
And I have friends who are bus drivers, and I've heard the stories. So
Wow.
from when they had to stop urgently because of people on the road, and the things that they had to deal with paperwork wise because someone then filed a lawsuit on them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
man.
think safety is important. I'm gonna say this:
I agree.
safety is important.
But it costs money.
I don't care. No, someone's life is priceless
But
compared
you
to
don't-
no. I think a life is priceless.
you're right. But how much are people willing to pay? Because people complain about insurance.
No,
No,
Because
I
that's what
understand.
insurance is.
Do that.
But people are taxing.
Yeah, and that's a part of it.
I don't like the taxing part. People are lucky I'm not a politician.
But
Open your books, huh?
do you
Open your books.
We
I'm gonna-
forget our tax used to be higher, eh?
Yeah, but no. Open your books and see where it's going. I don't care if the tax is getting higher. If it was going to everybody's going. Open your books.
I hear what you're saying, but we also have to recognize again, Canada. This is true. You do have to do your research. Yes, question about the books. They are public record, so letting everybody know you can actually go and find this stuff on the internet and look it up and look at it. You can see the books. They do the financial report every month. It's not like brand new.
Yeah.
You can actually access it.
You said you were going to fund this. Why is it over here?
Right. But also there are other contributing factors that also play a part, right? Like if not many people are keeping up with these things, people are not getting in contact with their MPPs, people are not realizing all the different places. They're not going to the town halls that are available. Mm-hmm. You know, these town halls exist, not only in America, in
rowdy.
Canada too. So you could go to a town hall and advocate for whatever it is. Prime example, the changing of the name of a street. Town hall meetings actually have these things. If you don't show up to the town hall, guess what? Your vote does not get casted, and therefore they're going to make this decision whether you like it or not.
Right.
They're going to change the street. You could actually put your input into that. But if people aren't willing to show up, read the information that is very much readily available to them, you can't sit here and complain.
You know what's funny? Keep 6 out is so full, yo.
Who?
You guys are so funny. Just random tariff thing. So it says, why press secretary? Okay, the ending. First it says, American liquor will be removed from LCBO shelf starting Tuesday. And then it says, Chromas is hitting the U.S. with a 70% tax on her OnlyFans.
Yo, wow.
I don't think it's true, but that's just hilarious. I'm sorry, just a random. Open the books, guys. Just open the books. Do your research.
I'm gonna say good luck to her. Like, I mean, whatever number she's suing, I mean, okay, but
you know what I realized?
you can win a case, but come collect. You can win a case, but come collect.
I just hope whatever she does win from it, I hope she is able to use that money and invest in it well. That's it. Especially now in the state of America, the way that it sounds like, you better keep that money. Better find that bunker.
You better,
Does America have the right to refuse unsafe work?
That's a good question.
I think it depends on state to state.
It does.
That's not good.
It's messed up, but yeah, it depends.
Even our right to refuse unsafe work here is not even like.
We could do that. It's very much backed. I take that back.
Yeah,
if you have a union, it is backed.
Sometimes they're just
but
like,
everyone else,
yeah,
they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're not gonna do it? Okay,
we'll find someone that does.
We'll just find someone that does." Yeah. Take you off the schedule, man.
You see, that person's alive. He didn't injure himself. Why can't you know?
See? And that goes back to competence.
Yes.
Which is part of the reason why a lot of people are getting fired in the States.
I don't know anymore. You know what I knew this year is going to be an interesting year?
Because the elections?
Not even the elections. When I see a bunch of communities, like religious community, like I don't know if you guys notice this, but like churches, different like things, they're doing like, listen, we are doing a city or countrywide prayer for the year.
Wow, really?
The year. Like, I know it happens, but like I've seen it more present. People like, yo, we are fasting and praying for this year because maybe there's a big turnaround It just looks crazy right now. These guys, the first 31 days was kind of rough.
It's been intense. Like,
Yeah, first 30 days have been intense. So many places have been exploding.
this guy said, what's it called? The 14th Amendment only applies to slaves of children, not the rest of y'all. Like, he's like, so
it's like, it seems like everybody's just got to brace themselves. Like, like throwing your shields up. Just brace yourself for whatever's going to happen. But, we Canadians, we deal with the winter every year, so we're used to it.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm okay with the tariffs. I'm going to just put that out there. I'm okay with them.
I think Canadians just have to act like it doesn't faze us.
Yeah, because if you already are in support of your own products, then this is not going to affect you.
right.
It just means that, the things that are your favorite is now inconvenient. That's all. If you want to pay more, just pay more.
The only thing is, China got hit with another 10%, so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Because, like I said, I mean, this mic, this foam.
That is true.
Oh my gosh,
All
this
these
board,
things. It kind of shows the technology and the competition.
this beautiful backdrop here.
Right?
I mean,
Because now people actually have to go to school and study. Sorry.
That's what I said. A lot of people now that you guys are doing things, immigrants are gone and stuff, and now you guys really need to work. Here's the work. Hey, you guys are complaining about how there's no work. Here it is.
But that's a good thing.
until they do it.
Until they do the work.
But yeah,
Then they go, I need to be paid
the
more for
reason-
this.
The reason why that's
I
a
don't
good
want to
thing
do this.
is it's because then now your population becomes smarter.
So you think?
But that's one of the biggest things we already know. That's one of the reasons why America stays getting made mock of is because they're like, the people in your country is dumb.
And
Now if they get
not
the work,
everybody.
it's like, okay, now we know for sure you're
but
gonna
it
actually have
sure
some
is
capabilities.
a lot of
like,
people.
Yeah.
Not everybody, but it's a lot of people.
Like now you actually can have people who could produce something
Like glue eaters.
and
almost.
actually create something and
You think that's gonna work, but I don't think so.
People that support their parents with a piece of rope.
well, when you think of it like that, it might not happen.
I don't think people are gonna want to work.
I think they will.
So you're complaining about a job, and now your job is build this house. No,
I mean, I think a lot of people will simply because
there's gonna be a certain community that's gonna be like, I am not going in the field. I don't go on fields.
That's whoa.
until that bill gets hit and you're like,
No, pick cotton.
because they don't really
what
have
the-
they don't
Sorry,
have, okay,
blueberries.
What just happened?
Sorry,
They don't have
blueberries.
I was about
What
to say
the
they don't
hell?
have social systems like
What
we
the
do.
heck?
Sorry, blueberries.
What just happened?
I forgot. We're taking that out of history books. So
You're so
blueberries,
funny.
just blueberries. Sorry.
You're so funny. I was gonna say they don't have social systems like we do, and like a lot of their social systems, from what I understand,
Strip
is very
out.
much like couponed.
Oh, like the
or they're just getting rid of it. Because
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So if people aren't working,
he wanted to get rid of that too, and someone had to
Yeah,
tell him,
and someone-
hey, chill out, dog.
but I think
Chill
no,
out,
but
Trump.
I'm
I call
not
him
saying
dog.
that's okay. Don't get me wrong. Like there are a lot of things that systemically, obviously, we understand there are some systems that don't work. Point blank. Period. The routines, the way that they reflect of the people, they're not actually like they don't actually make or meet the demands of what people are or their livelihoods are, right? So
Right.
like obviously some things are out of whack. They're out of like what's the word? They're expired,
Right.
essentially, right? Some of the practices people don't do, right? Not everybody is a homemaker. People used to actually have homemakers. Now they don't. We now have more in support of like 2 household people working instead of 1, right?
Nobody watching the kids.
Yeah, no one's watching.
Raising
the kids.
themselves.
So there are some things
Off
that
the
some
black screen.
systems just don't work and they don't apply, right? So I understand if they were to go through and like do audits on these systems that exist and actually clear through and see what works and what doesn't and then apply where necessary, I'd get that. But like parts where it's like, oh, more people are gonna go onto assistance, social assistance, just cause they want to avoid work. If you start putting the carrot and putting some incentives for people, they may just actually get up and work.
But until then, Z, it's not gonna happen. Like
Yeah,
that.
I doubt it.
and I could, as we are already seeing, when Trump says what he wants, he gets.
I doubt it.
So
I doubt it. You think some people really want? I don't.
I think people will work.
Nope.
I really do.
A lot of people want to be entrepreneurs off of not working.
Entrepreneur.
That's a bar. It's a sad bar, but it's a bar.
That's not entrepreneurship then.
Well, unfortunately, that's how some people believe entrepreneurship is.
That's not what that's called, gold digging.
Welcome to the world we live in.
Well, but let's call a spade a spade. That's gold digging. You think you're gonna go out there and get money off of what? That's scamming. That's not entrepreneurship. Let's call it a spade a spade. That's freeloading. Like,
I just want to say thank you all to everyone watching.
Yeah, we
getting dark.
We talked about it before. Schemes over structure. I mean, that is a real.
That's literally what it is.
Right.
Why work when I can get somebody to work for me?
Yeah. That sounds like management.
Why,
but anyways.
why make 9 to 5? Why would I need to do a 9 to 5 when I can find a way to tell somebody to do my 9 to 5?
Outsourcing.
I don't need to work. The government already gives me stuff for the taxes I've somewhat paid into.
Social assistance.
That social assistance is going to be the biggest issue for me personally, for people. Because I can tell you, once they start hitting that and they say, why is my thing exempt? Because you can work. What? Work? My son works? You know what I mean? Anyway, let's just wrap this up.
A lot of politics in this.
I mean,
I'll just say this.
Everything's political.
Yeah, this is a satire, slight satire. We may or may not know any information about these situations.
Dramatization may not have happened.
Speaking on real entrepreneurship, any black businesses out there
Ooh.
in the city that would like to tell us, what it takes to be a black business owner, stuff like that, what business you have that you would like to promote and speak on, send it to askthevent@gmail.com. We're going to definitely have some conversations. We got to talk about, what it takes, the positives, the negatives, and stuff like that, and support your brand or business you plan to do. Mm-hmm. Because, at a time like this, I think it's best to try to support some black businesses. But at the same time, you know what? There's some real black businesses that are running like straight from the mud.
Right. Yeah.
And it's not easy. So we'd love to hear that adversity and see how far you guys went and how it's going for you guys, so it could inspire other people. So
true.
Yeah. If you guys have any plugs, or should we just?
Man, I ain't plugging nothing.
Yeah.
We could start with this first black business right here.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, yeah,
so hello, everyone. You are speaking to Zakia, aka the Nerd Z, but also the owner of Triple Z Studio. You can find me as well as the studio on Instagram and at our website at www.zzstudio.co. Trust me, I've heard it all before. Why don't you have it as CA? Unfortunately, someone decided to buy it. There's other things behind that sentence, but .co. You could also find me on Instagram at triplez.studioto, zzz.studioto. Support the thing. We're gonna blur that out.
Yo, what just happened? Okay.
If you have any questions or comments, send it to askthevent@gmail.com.
What happened?
I have any questions, concerns, if you want to collaborate, criticism. We take criticism, because, sometimes you got to take criticism. I've learned that we have to take criticism to be better and do better. So any of that, let us know. Thank you for the guests, the past 2 guests that came in, DJ Snoopy, Famous, and True Ace. Thank you guys for, helping us and collaborating with us and talking to us, taking the time, your time, because it's hard to get time back. So thank you guys for being a part of the show for the first month. And
yes, and we look forward to seeing more artists and talents. So if you guys are interested in jumping on the couch with us here on the Vent Podcast, by all means, send us an email, give us a DM, let us know, and we would love to support the best that we can. But yeah.
Iron sharpens iron, and
Facts.
that's how we want to work together and rise to the top. So thank you guys for watching. This is the Vent, and we out. Peace.
Wash your hands.